Ben has unlocked the secrets of understanding how our minds control our business and daily lives. Inside each episode, Ben shares his proven actionable items, tips, and secrets to managing the supercomputer between your ears so you can build and develop your business and start living the life you desire and deserve. This is Practical Psychology for Business with Benjamin Halpern.
Hi, welcome to this podcast titled, There Are Only Two States. I heard this message from Tony Robbins this morning on a podcast, and I'd like to share with you in my way. I think it's an amazing piece of information. You hear about all these ideas of different emotional states. There's 2,000 different ones in the dictionary. It gets complicated. What am I after? Happiness, joy, satisfaction. What am I running away from? Worry, depression, anxiety, frustration, regret, guilt. It's so complicated. I don't even know where to get started, what I want, what I don't want, and we just get overwhelmed. Well, I heard Tony in a podcast making it very, very simple this morning. There are only two emotional states, period. Ready for this? Very simple to manage. Number one, beautiful states. Number two, suffering states, period. Very, very simple. Are you in a beautiful state? Or are you in a suffering state? Well, you can answer that question pretty quickly. So you want to be in beautiful states, because in beautiful states is where it happens. That's where love happens. That's where relationships work. That's where business happens. That's where spirituality happens. That's where personal health happens. Everything happens in beautiful states. Suffering states, nothing thrives, nothing grows, nothing really positive can come out of it. So you need to learn, where are you spending most of your time? Are you spending your time, your day, your life in suffering states? Or are you spending your day and life in beautiful states? And that's what you need to manage. Right now, are you in a beautiful state or suffering state? Be honest with yourself. Well, if you're in a suffering state, you need to snap out of it. You need to get into a beautiful state, because not much is going to happen there. Okay? So really, it boils down to the fact that we need to learn how to manage our states, how to manage our emotions. It doesn't happen by itself. As we talked about in previous podcasts, there's the idea of priming and pump. There's the idea that whatever emotion you're in magnets and brings other emotions. There's the idea that we talked about in previous podcasts, that there are so many winds and different emotions that come from the outside that will derail you and make you fall off your dime and not allow you to continue the mood you're in. So it's not just setting. So step number one is getting yourself and training yourself to be able to go into a good state all the time. But number two, it's learning how to snap back into a good state when you fall into a suffering state. So that's two sets of skills that you need to have, very, very importantly, because things will trigger you during the day and throw you into a suffering state. You want to make sure that you have the ability to put yourself in a beautiful state. So let's say, when I talk to salespeople, they need to be in a beautiful state in order to sell somebody else, right? Whether in your personal life, right, it's all about sales, whether you want to sell somebody to love you, whether it's a spouse, whether it's children, whether it's somebody in society. If you want to sell somebody to want to spend their day, their life with you, to want to buy stuff from you, it doesn't matter. It's all about sales. It's all about you needing to pitch something in a certain way. So in order to be able to do that, you need to be in a beautiful state. If you're not in a beautiful state, you're not going to do very, very well. But there are a lot of different triggers: rejection, fear, futuristic things from the past, regret, guilt, that will derail you and move you into a suffering state, especially if you've practiced so well for years and years and years to live in suffering states. So you need to learn how to be able to rehearse and practice to get into beautiful states. I always tell people, when you have like a public speaker who could say the same story a bunch of times in speeches every night and cry, it's not crocodile tears when their tears come down. It's real. It's just rehearsed tears. In other words, they can get into that state of that story like this, so they can make themselves cry and really get into it. It's real. It's just rehearsed. But it's not crocodile tears. A lot of times we write it off and say, that's fake. It's not fake. Just they rehearse the ability to go into that state. Everybody needs to rehearse that ability to go into the state of love for a relationship, go into the state of passion. If you're in sales, going to the state of, excitement, if it's getting yourself to go to the gym. So there's the process of rehearsing states, so you're good and you can get at them quickly. Then there's the process of snapping out of states. If you're already in a suffering state, how do you get yourself out of it? So that's what I opened up with, learning how to create beautiful states, how to iron them in, how to make that prime the pump for them, how to rehearse it, how to get that to be your norm, that you generally are in beautiful states, but still, nevertheless, there'll be triggers that'll throw you into suffering states. Then you need a set of skills, how to be able to snap out of a suffering state into a beautiful state. And all these skills and tools I've compiled in my products and services, and would be excited to be able to share them with you. So for more information, how to apply this to your life directly and to customize it to you, check out my website, benjaminhalpern.com.